I'm Brooklyn with The Advisor Live. Welcome to my journey of building an international library, and today I wanted to share with you the books that I read in January, which ones were my favorites. And if you're not following me on Goodreads, I have a Goodreads account, and my goal for this year, let's see, last year my goal was to read 100 books, and I read 126. And I listened to a lot of audiobooks, so there are a lot of those in there as well, but that's how I get that number to be so high. And I've already upped that goal for this year to 110, I think, because I'm already beating it. So it's fun to share books with people. So follow me on Goodreads and keep up with my favorite books. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about my favorite ones for this month. Okay, so I think I've already read 5 or 10, I can't remember now. But this past month, there were two that tied for my favorite. And one is one that we started when my husband and I were in Paris last fall, called The Eighth Sister by Robert Dugoni. And that one is the first in a series. The third one's coming out this spring, but I finished it this January. I was like, I'm not going to wait for my husband for me to be able to finish this book. I just want to finish it. And after I just left him in the dust and I was listening to it, I actually fell in love with it quite a bit. There's something about reading a book that's very personal, and I love the action and the story, and it's set in Russia about I think it's a CIA or an FBI agent that's reactivated and sent into Russia on an undercover mission. And I actually, as soon as I finished that book, I checked out the second book in the series, and I finished that one too, and they were both really good. So if you like that kind of thing, check that one out. But it tied because this one is another favorite that surprised me. I did not expect to like this book. So if you're not familiar with Diana Wynn Jones, she is an author who has written some of the stories that Studio Ghibli, which is a movie studio that produces movies in Japan, they will make animated films. And they made one of her movies, one of her stories, they turned into a movie called Howl's Moving Castle. And in that movie, it follows the book pretty closely. After that book, she wrote a second book, which was looking at some of the other characters in the story, and I actually didn't enjoy that one. I did not find it, I think it was supposed to be humorous, and it just wasn't really hitting it for me. But this third one, that's why I was surprised that the third one was so good, because this is The House of Many Ways, and it takes kind of a continuation of the story of Howl. And in the first movie, he finds his one true love. And in this story, they have children. I think they had children in the second book, but this story, you get to know the children. And I found it funny and fantastical and very entertaining and very accessible. I think in the second book they were traveling across different countries, and so you're trying to get to know the different cultures of the lands they were traveling in, and that made it a little bit more difficult because there's just a lot going on. But in this one, I think it's in the neighboring kingdom, and they spend all of their time there, and they save the day at the end of the book, and it's just lovely. So those were my two favorites. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to seeing you again next month for my new favorite monthly book.